This is the massive ancient city of Teotihuacan, founded over 2,000 years ago in central Mexico near present-day Mexico City. It's also the most visited archaeological site in Mexico today. Why is that? Well, it has gigantic pyramids that reach for the sky and buildings covered in colorful murals. Teotihuacan was a powerful force from 100 BCE to 500 CE in the region known as Mesoamerica, which encompasses modern-day Mexico and parts of Central America. It was the first big urban metropolis in Mesoamerica, and it was organized on a grid plan, complete with expertly planned apartment compounds. So what is a grid plan, and what are these apartment compounds? Teotihuacan is laid out with streets and building blocks intersecting at right angles in a grid pattern. This makes the city easy to navigate and certainly easier to plan because it requires consistency. Think of cities like New York that are easy to navigate because of their use of the grid plan. Grid plans appear in some cultures worldwide beginning thousands of years ago. The earliest that we know of was in the Indus Valley of South Asia at places like Mohenjo-Daro that date to around 2600 BCE. Teotihuacan is the largest grid-planned city in the ancient Americas. It covers a vast expanse of 8 square miles, making it one of the largest urban centers in the world during its peak. One main street runs through the city, now called the Avenue of the Dead, and the city's large pyramids are organized around this street. At its peak, the city had somewhere between 125,000 to 200,000 inhabitants living here. Imagine the labor involved in planning and building a city on a grid of this magnitude. So who was empowered to organize all this labor? We aren't sure. The Teotihuacanos, the city's residents, remain shrouded in mystery. The name Teotihuacan was given to them much later by the Aztecs, and it means city of the gods. We don't know what language the Teotihuacanos spoke. We don't have any decipherable writing, though the organization of the city and its scale suggest that there must have been a powerful ruling class or elite. And whoever was in charge didn't just organize the city into a logical grid plan. They also wanted to make it easier and more efficient to live in the area. Teotihuacan had more than 2,000 multi-room apartment compounds, which were unique in Mesoamerica at this time. These compounds could accommodate up to 20 families each and were spacious. Almost everyone lived in one of these, from the elite to the commoners, though the elite apartments were more fancifully decorated. In them, there are drains for rainwater and ways to dispose of sewage efficiently and cleanly. Many of them also have roof decorations. It was an amazingly high standard of living. This city also had different ethnic groups from around Mesoamerica living in these apartment compounds in separate neighborhoods or barrios, which added to the city's cosmopolitan character. One of the most luxurious apartment compounds is called the Palace of Quetzalpapalotl, also known as the Palace of the Precious Butterflies. It has a portico or porch, an open courtyard, and beautiful decorations of roof crests and carved columns decorated with birds. Elaborate murals adorned the wealthiest compounds, including one called Tetitla, where gorgeous murals show animals, deities, and people. Teotihuacan is famous today for also being the most heavily painted site in Mesoamerica. The grid plan and the apartment compounds, filled with paintings, imply a high degree of social organization. Not that many of the apartment compounds have been fully excavated by archaeologists, so imagine what we might discover if one day they uncover even more.